Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video of Firepower Threat Defense series. So in this video, we are gonna look more options on FMC and what we can do with the help of them. So in this video, we are gonna look at these options here: the data purge and the under the monitoring audits, Syslog and statistics. I'm choosing the options in a way so I can cover the options in one video, okay? And we do not need to extend it to other video. So it might be a case I'm choosing, one large topic and then three small topics. Okay. So let's start from the monitoring option. So under the monitoring, the first option is audit. If you click on audit, then you can see all the audit logs that FMC has. These are all the audit logs. You can see for this is for user admin, and for subsystem is system tools data purge, and then what really happened. Page view is the message on it, and then from what source IP and what domain it happened. Okay, and there are many more logs like you can also filter these logs for the specific user, or maybe via the specific message. So that was about in monitoring audit option. You can see the audit logs. Okay, you can see admit system tools, import, export, and someone clicked on upload package. Okay, so that's how you can you look at what was done by someone on the FMC and where did he go in terms of the menu. Now, another option on the same page is Syslog. Okay, this Syslog option is very helpful when you have to troubleshoot at some time. Okay, if this syslog option shows you the content of the slash var slash log slash messages file, okay, in the FMC. So you can see this is all the information relay in which is currently present in that file. And suppose if you want to exclude something and want to search the logs with that, or you want to do a case sensitive search, then you can check this box and put the value here. Let me search something for login. I want to search the keyword login in all those logs. Let's hit the go. Okay. Right now it says there are no records. Let's do a case sensitive search. Okay, it doesn't return anything. Okay, let me see if admin returns something. Yeah. So, in terms of admin, there are these logs that have the word admin in them. So this is basically equivalent to doing a grep on it. Okay. So you can see these are the messages which are currently present in the slash var slash log slash messages file. Okay. You can look into them when you are facing certain problems and you need to, investigate the stuff. Like if you see this message here, you see command. This is to when we configure the SMB on the FMC. You can see it said hyphen E, that was a test, hyphen M, which is domain, then admin, then host, what was the host, and then it went with the password. Password is not shown. Okay. So what happened really when we tested this infrastructure? Okay. Now, now that was about the syslog option. Now let's check the last option after that in this menu, that is statistics. Statistics option is very helpful when you don't want to log into CLI and want to see the information like uptime, on in the current time of the system, what is the RAM usage, what is the load average on the system, and what is the disk usage, what is the current process is running. So you see there are three devices listed for me. If I select FMC, which is by default selected as well, so it shows you the information related to the FMC. So you can see that is the current time. This is the uptime of FMC. So currently utilized, I have 10 gigs of RAM. 6.8 is utilized, so I'm utilizing my 70% of RAM. Load average is very less. And by the partition, if you want to see the disk usage, you can click on this small arrow and then it expands to this. You can see the root volume 43% full, boot volume 20% full, and slash volume is 29% full. And you can see the utilization. So this is the full space. This is how much we have been using out of it. Okay. And in terms of processes, like when you run top command on Linux to get you get an output something like that. You see, there we are now. You can see what user is running that process, what's the priority, what's the nice value, and then since when it is running and what's the command, how much CPU it is consuming, and basic information like megabytes memory, megabyte swap, total memory, and tasks, how many are running, how many tasks are total present, how many are running, how many are sleeping, if there are any zombie or stop processes. Okay, and this also shows you uptime and the current time on the system. So this is a good tool when you don't have CLI access to the box and you want to get this information. Other than that, you get the SF data, correlator process statistics, which shows how many events have come in some time, uh, connections per second, discovery events per second, also CPU uses user by the user and by the system, and few more informations which is showing us VM size and VM RSS in KB for FMC. But suppose if you want to get it for FTD, select the FTD and click on select device. Now it shows you the similar information for the FTD. You can see my FTD is up from 19 minutes. This is the current time. Load average is a bit on the higher side because it's greater than 1. By partition, you can see slash FTD is 49% full, and then NGFW volume is 17% full. And what are the total values listed here? Same as the FMC. And then to get that top kind of output, you can just hit here and you can see one running, 135 sleeping, total 136 tasks are there, how much memory is there, how much swap is there, and the buffer cache and other memory information. Along with that, you see here it shows intrusion events information. Last alert never came for the intrusion. Total events in last hour, total intrusion events in last day, and total events in the database. There is none. So max allowed is this many. So we can have this many, but if it goes beyond that, then the oldest event goes out of it. Now, this was about the statistics section here. Now let's look at the data purge option under the tools. Okay, this data purge option is very useful when you are having problems with the storage, or basically I would say the storage on the FMC. So you have the option to purge network and discovery events, hosts, user activity, user identities, and in terms of connections, you can the purge connection events, connection summary events, and secure. This data purge completely delete these events and they cannot be recovered. So these are completely deleted from the FMC's database. So whenever you do this, make sure either you are exporting it to some other maybe Syslog server and then going to the same if you need them. If you don't need them, like suppose your organization has a policy, you need to store this data or store this information for 1 year, then you might want to store it on basically a same or maybe a large storage, but not on the FMC because with the time growing, these logs will grow up and you might have problems on the FMC. So that it's a good practice, uh, like to do this data purge whenever you are having problems. And Cisco Tech might even recommend you to do the same. If you are already sending these events out to a log server, then it's fine to delete them from the FMC because you will still have a copy of them. So you select these options and then after that just select purge date selected events. Now it triggers tasks. Okay, you see the notification, the purge events task queued. If you click on here in the on the this option of the task and then go to the task, you see purge database tables have been running. I have also purged this stuff some time back, but I'm still doing it in order for you guys to see, what happens when you click on the purge. So right now the task is running. It will take some time. Okay, it already completed because there were no events because I just purged before recording this video. I was playing around with this option. So that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, have a good day.